Hi, this is Abby Main. Kind of fitting that I'm filming this right now because I actually just got in from a flight into Montana. I'm in Missoula though, and I know that this didn't take place in Missoula. Um, but here's my portion of the exam. So this is all about Held versus Montana. Okay, so this case began back in March of 2020. So basically, 16 youth residents sued the state of Montana over their energy policies. So they were supported by the nonprofit law firm Our Children's Trust. The case ended in August of 2023 with Judge Seeley siding with the young people. So just some background on the case. Montana's economy is largely based on mining. It's fifth largest in the country for coal and 12th largest producing in the country for oil. In 1972, an amendment was added to the Bill of Rights, guaranteeing citizens a clean and healthy environment. So that kind of makes sense for the 70s. In 2011, though, the energy policy of the state was changed to prohibit climate change being a factor when considering permits for new mining areas. The state also, during that same year, the state left the Western Climate Initiative and local governments became prohibited from banning fossil fuels or requiring solar panels. So as far as the plaintiff's argument, so they are the students or the the young people, I should say, argued that um, the state had a constitutional duty to address climate change based on the specific language that's in the Montana Constitution. So it says in Article 2, Section 3, all persons are born free and have a certain unalienable rights. They include rights to a clean and healthy environment. And then in Article 9, Section 1, it says the state and each person shall maintain and improve a clean and healthful environment in Montana for present and future generations. Even though there are many renewable options, Montana promotes burning fossil fuels, which hurts youth and therefore is against the Constitution. Um, the defendant on the other side, to the state that works with the oil and coal companies, the state claimed that they were just following the state laws that I talked about 2 slides earlier, that it was like their energy policy. They believe that environmental issues should be addressed at the legislative level, not through the courts. Um, so as far as other states that have these environmental constitutional amendments, um, most states have some sort of environmental protections in their constitution, but six specifically declare having a healthy environment as a human right, and right being the key word right there. So there's Hawaii, Illinois, Massachusetts, Montana, New York, and Pennsylvania. Um, and here's another similar case to that. So this is Juliana versus the United States. So this isn't just a state constitution issue, this is a federal one. Um, it was also supported by Our Children's Trust, so the same law firm that helps the young people from the last case. So this time it's 21 youths that are suing the federal government for encouraging the burning of fossil fuels in general. Um, Incentivizing, helping fund whatever corrupt thing is going on there. So they claim that it violates the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution of life, liberty, and property. The case was dismissed in 2020 for some complications, but the plaintiffs were actually recently given the option of amending their complaint. So why is this significant? First of all, it's significant because it's youth-based, which is just encouraging in general that young people, especially since they were all minors, are trying to make a better future for themselves. And in the case of Held v. Montana, actually succeeded in it. Um, it's also the first constitution-based environmental case ever. So constitution-based means that the judge decides, not a jury. So it's pretty cool that this happened. Um, Third, they were suing the government, but they weren't seeking money like we normally think of when we think of suing. Um, so this is the first time courts ruled that the government violated the constitutional rights of the people by their energy policies. So this could set a good precedent. More states could possibly try and get writing like that into their constitution. I think that the case that I talked about earlier, Juliana v. United States, I think that they're going to struggle a little bit more with this one because it doesn't specify that life, liberty, and property is related to environmental issues, whereas Montana's constitution specified it. And so it might be cool to see other states get that specification into their constitution that could help us out a lot better. So this could set a really good precedent in seeing better energy policies in the future.